After heavy rains on Saturday led to yet another day of dealing with floodwaters, New Orleans leaders push for answers and solutions. Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us. I'm Sharice Gibson.
And I'm Devin Bartolotta. Today, the City Council asked the Sewerage and Water Board what went wrong and pressured them to prevent the same mistakes from happening again. But Water Board members pushed back. Amelia Strahan was at that meeting and gives insight on what went wrong.
Fingers pointed in all directions during Wednesday's City Council meeting as questions over what led to Saturday's flooding were brought to the table.
Okay, you've fallen on the sword, you've said you're sorry. That's, to me, always piece number one. Piece number two is, all right, now knowing that there's an issue, how do we fix it?
How could this be? Because New Orleans City Council has continued its 40-year failure to appropriately resource our stormwater management systems.
But council members fought back.
We don't get to sit in an ivory tower and say, infinite money solves all problems.
Fearing a rise in utility bills could push residents from the city.
We had the difficult decision. We told a variety of groups, all of which desperately need millage dollars, to say, this is not the year because we cannot afford to continue to lose residents because they can't afford to live here.
The City Council also questioned Homeland Security about why residents weren't told about potential flooding.
Complaints from the public saying, why weren't we warned? You know, where was my NOLA ready alert?
I was more concerned about the tornado watch and about lightning than I was about continued rainfall. That was an error on my part.
Blame game aside, the public did get some answers on exactly what happened during the storm. According to the Water Board's after-action report, a long list of problems hindered the utility's power generation ability. Turbine 4 was running at half capacity before it eventually clicked offline. 2 of the 5 EMD generators that serve as backups were out for repairs. The 3 that were available only started working an hour after it stopped raining. And 2 of 6 frequency changers needed to transform power also went down. The Sewerage and Water Board says they want to make sure that this doesn't happen again and announced a dashboard that will show status updates on pumping stations. In New Orleans, Amelia Strahan, WWL Louisiana.
The Water Board and New Orleans Office of Homeland Security promised to communicate better with the City Council and the community in the future.